What's up? Alright, so I decided to, well, talk about some SR-9009. Reason being is I was looking up some retatrutide and, getting the down low on it, and I ran across a new compound because I just somehow find these things out. Like, don't ask me how. But there's a new compound called STL1267. I was like, what in the hell is this? So I got to read, and they have stopped studies on SR-9009. And I'm like, well, why? What in God's name could possibly have happened? Well, as a study, you've got SR-9009, right? You've got that one. Here, let me see. You can see my board here. I don't write real well, so work with me. At least I didn't on that board. All right, so you got SR-9009, right? It was dropped for potential toxicity, and I was like, bullshit. You know, what toxicity? So SR-9009, it's exercise in a bottle. It's an REV-ERB agonist. It speeds up the circadian rhythm. That helps with everything from autoimmune disorders, lowers cholesterol, helps with, the studies on this are extensive. Oh, and by the way, this is not intended to diagnose, treat, prevent, cure, or cause any disease. This is not a doctor, and I'm not making claims. I'm just telling you what studies have told me when I read them. You can go see the studies. Google Scholar or ChatGPT. Either one will do it for you. ChatGPT is a lot faster. Oh, or Grok. And you can even have Grok and ChatGPT fight about it. Anyway, that's beside the point. SR-9009. All right, so you got exercise in a bottle. It helps all these things, speeds up circadian rhythm. It unmasks cancer, so that it's literally called the cyanide to cancer. So changing your circadian rhythm actually unmasks the cancer to the immune system, so killer T's and macrophages can go in and kill the stuff because it no longer looks like normal cells. It's freaking brilliant. It allows your body to do what it's supposed to do that it quit doing, because it takes the sheep clothes off the wolf, right? No longer wolf in sheep's clothing. So that way the, donkey or sheepdog or whatever can go kill it. Nonetheless, it helps with autoimmune disorders, reduces fat, increases muscle. The stuff is awesome. It does have an oral bioavailability issue, all right? And this issue comes in this. If your liver's screwed up, it will heal it first. And once the liver's completely good, then it will work. It's that simple. Oh, it also heals your liver. Okay. But here's the thing. What I was told by ChatGPT is basically SR-9009 has a potential for neurotoxicity of some sort, or maybe it's not neuro, it's a nitrothetapine. Okay. Anyway, basically this crap can cause problems potentially, but never been proven or never been shown to, not even in animal models. So to break this down in true medical terms, this is what happened. It was going to take 100 different medications off the market, and it would cost us more money by actually curing disease than it is going to make us. So Big Pharma, gone. Just stop all studies on it. They said, well, wait a minute, we got an STL1267. Next generation doesn't even have this crap in it. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. I bet. Mark my words. Once it's studied, it will actually be toxic. It will cause more problems than SR-9009. You didn't have to make it any better. I don't understand why you would want to improve upon something that kills cancer, improves your liver, has no LD50 rating. I mean, you can't even find a lethal dose of the shit. And you can inject it, I guess. All right, that's how it was studied on rats. All right, so you inject it, or you don't. This is for research purposes only. This is not intended for human consumption. Humans do not use this stuff. This is only for research and research purposes in research labs with research animals. I have a fish, frog, monkey, mouse, saber-tooth, spider, cricket, licholotopus, and he loves to research with research chemicals. Matter of fact, he attributes his health partially to being able to identify good chemicals and use them in conjunction with all natural, massive amounts of supplements and even peptides. But that's for him. That's not a human. Now, he's my best friend. He's with me all the time. And, he's here in spirit. And, well, yeah. So, you should get a research animal. If you would like to do research, you could always hit me up. 256-497-0494 is my phone number. I will lead, guide, and direct you to where you can research so I can verify that you're a researcher. So if you call me for research chemicals and you're a researcher, I can provide you with research chemicals, but that would be the best way to do it at this point to mitigate law problems. Nonetheless, so why did they stop it? It would reduce or eliminate almost 30, 40 drugs off the market tomorrow, right? Cholesterol meds, gone. Many autoimmune drugs would be gone. Hepatitis treatments, no need. Cancer, anything that touches or messes with their sacred cow of chemotherapy, you can't touch that. So that's another reason it's gone. Not enough side effects to approve it. It doesn't cause enough problems for the patient to make it worth it. If you get better, they don't get paid. That's why it's not there. So, and that's my opinion. Because God knows that I would never wish to act as if I am all-knowing. Unless I was the FDA, who's actually paid by the pharmaceutical industries to test the drugs that they provide them to make sure they're okay for you, which, by the way, our medical profession with drugs and unnecessary surgeries kill about 210,000 Americans a year. That's the ones they admit to. And it's a voluntary system. If you do things the way they have laid out for you, you will get the results that they tell you will get. You go to the doctor and he says, oh man, you got 5 years to live. I would go get another doctor. Why do you like that opinion? That is ridiculous. Like, fire that son bitch. Is it so much to ask to go, let me go find a guy that's going to give me 20? Why don't I find a guy that his opinion's better than your 5? Fire your doctor if the outcome doesn't look good. You pay him. Get rid of him. It's capitalism. Act like it. Grow a backbone for your own life. It never ceases to blow my mind. How people go, well, okay, I guess this is it. Do you care? That's all we can do. No. 256-497-0494. We'll shoot for 20. Like, because the way I see it, there's 2 ways to do things. There's God's way and man's way. This is what man does. They find something good and they destroy it. They quit studying it and go, ooh, can't have that. Ooh, shit, gonna cost us money. God's way is always love the people more than the money, for it is the love of money that is the root of all evil. Right? That's what it says. The love of money. They love the money so much they want. This is basic, right? They won't supply or tell you about vitamins, minerals, amino acids, fatty acids, simple sugars, protein, water, things that fortify your body to keep you from getting degenerative disease, which is a degeneration, which means you run out of something, right? So they won't tell you about those to prevent the disease, and once you get the disease, they won't tell you about this to get rid of it. What a wonderful system if you want to make money and die early. If you're in it. And if you want to lose all your money, I promise you, they will rape you of every dime you have before you die. That's just the truth. And that's my opinion after seeing multiple people go through the system, start out wealthy, end up dead and broke, and not leave their children anything or their grandchildren when they could have, if not for the medical profession robbing them blind before they died. The last 2 years of your life, you're going to spend more on medical care than the whole rest of your life. And that's because they're sucking money out of you knowing you're going to die anyway. They don't even make you comfortable half the time. Anyway, SR-9009, check that out. At some point, we'll look at STL-1267. It looks pretty cool. It looks promising, but, so did semaglutide in the beginning until retatrutide came out. If you have any questions, shoot me a text, 256-497-0494. Shoot me an email, sethnhc@gmail.com. Call the store, 256-233-0073. If you are going to try to correct me on any of this, don't give me your damn opinion. Bring me facts, and we will debate till you find out you're wrong. And the only reason I can be that sure is we ground everything in A is A. A thing is itself, and we build from there. And if it does not build from there, it does not work. For I just don't operate any other way. There's let there be light. That was the beginning. A is A. Cause and effect. Those are all the rules you really need to build anything. You build up from there. And if it doesn't break back down to there, you screwed it up. Seth Williams.